7 years I searched for his email address और नहीं मिलता था मुझे. Used to wish to sing with him or to meet him.
Do you think you've achieved all your goals?
My biggest goal was to sing with A.R. Rahman. I achieved it even before I started my career properly. I composed and produced 5 songs in which I introduced 6 new singers.
Or was the industry welcoming for you?
Majority of the industry is not welcoming at all.
Assalamualaikum everyone, welcome to Step Forward with Rida Faisal. Today we have a very famous singer and composer of the Pakistan music industry, Shiraz Uppal. Thank you so much for being a part of our show.
My pleasure.
Okay, so you started off as a very new person in the industry. You didn't have family members who were already working in the industry. So was it hard?
Not at all. My father was in the army.
Yeah.
And he was totally, opposing.
So adjusting in the industry as a newcomer, was it hard? Or was the industry welcoming for you?
No, not at all. Our industry is never welcoming.
Yeah.
Yeah. Majority of the industry is not welcoming at all. So, there were a lot of hardships through which I went, of course.
So what sort of hardships?
Like, there was no one to guide us. And whomever we went to, he was like scared of sharing the ideas with you and or how to be at a certain stage, how to be at the channels. So no one was supportive of this fact.
In Pakistan,
so we had to struggle on our own.
Yeah. In Pakistan, I think we don't have proper institutes who are going to train us for music or acting or films or anything. So whatever you're doing, it's on your own.
Exactly.
So it's your own talent.
Exactly.
What you're doing.
Everyone is doing the same way.
So you think there should be more institutes in Pakistan for training?
There should be, but the first thing is that the government should participate. Yeah, they should do something to bring it up. Because it's an international thing. We being the artists, whenever we travel abroad for our tours or concerts, so we are there as ambassadors for peace and representing our country. So they should take this thing in mind that we should do something for this industry as well.
So growing up in a Pakistani family, was it hard to convince your parents to come into this field, or were they supportive of you?
I never had to convince. Really? Because I was lying all the time.
Yeah,
someone else broke the news actually.
And what was the reaction?
After like 5 years of me like singing on the stage. So the reaction was, of course, because he was a very disciplined man and very strict.
Oh my God.
So we didn't have that level of frankness between us. So, when he came to know about it, he said, no. No more
happening.
Music. No, this is not happening.
Oh my God. And
you
what did he want you to become?
He wanted me to complete my degree of MBA. Okay. And his literal words were that whenever you finish the degree, उसके बाद पंजाबी में जब गुस्से में होते पंजाबी में बोलते थे ओदे बाद पावे तो छोले दी रेडी लगा
लेकिन ये काम नहीं करना
नहीं हो सकता है बाद में लगानी पड़ जाए लेकिन अल्लाह का शुक्र है नहीं लगानी पड़ी.
So you're supportive of your child coming into this industry?
Yeah, of course. He's already into the industry. He sang. I launched him through Madhania. It was a film by Wajahat Rauf, Chalawa, and he sang one of the songs, and he really got appreciated a lot. And then he came up with his first single a month ago, probably, featuring I'm a Big, Take Care of. So I'm already supportive.
That's great.
Yeah.
So how was your experience in Coke Studio? You've composed many songs and you've also sung Tu Kuja Man Kuja, which was a very, very famous hit.
Yeah, I sang 2 basically, because in that particular season, I'm talking about season 9, I composed and produced 5 songs in which I introduced 6 new singers, which I'm proud of because hardly someone takes the initiative to introduce or launch new people in the industry. So I'm proud of that fact, and all those songs went so well, alhamdulillah, that I achieved my target.
That's great. So how was your experience with A.R. Rahman? How did it all start, and what was the?
That's a very long story.
तो बताएं आप long story. It's
बहुत
okay.
बहुत लंबी story है.
अच्छा, short करके बता दे.
Short करके ये बता था कि मैं कोई 93 से उसका email address ढूंढ रहा था when Raja came in, right? और उसके बाद 7 years, for good 7 years, I searched for his email address और नहीं मिलता था मुझे. I was so fond of his music that I used to wish to sing with him or to meet him, which was not possible at that point of time. So what happened was that back in 2000, we were in New York and he was having his tour over there. And we went for the delivery of our son. And I came across a flyer which said that he's performing in New York on a specific date. And I got so excited, so excited. And I used to be very shy, so I spoke to my wife, which was she still is very supportive with regarding to music. So she had been a great support, and I asked her, requested her, can you please talk to this person, because there was a name of a manager who was organizing the whole thing. So she contacted him, and she told him that how crazy am I about AR, and she requested him if we could meet him. So he arranged a meeting, and we went there. We met him. I gave him the CD of my first album, which was not completed at that time, but there was like a couple of demos of like 4 or 5 songs. So he heard that, and he said that he liked my voice, and he said that let the right song come for you. So I waited, and right after 4 months, he called me to London, and I recorded Shaka Laka Baby with him back in 2001. So after that, in 2003, I went to Chennai, where he resides in India, and he has like 2 big studios over there, and I learned a lot regarding the production or mixing of the songs. So he has been a great mentor, a guru.
And that must be a very, very memorable experience.
Yeah,
for
exactly, because after that he took me to one World Peace concert in New York, Syracuse, and I performed there with him. We performed 2 Qawwalis alongside. We were sharing the stage with Dave Matthews, Natasha Bedingfield, Cyndi Lauper, and Whoopi Goldberg, and where Dalai Lama was the chief guest over there. And then I went on a tour with him back in 2015. It was A.R. Rahman North American Intimate Tour. So that was like we performed in 18 different states in like a month and a half. And it was really amazing. And these are the things besides the songs that people know about, like Ranjana, I sang for him. Then Alada was another song. Then I performed like Kun Faya Kun. It's one of my favorites. So I performed that on that stage. So it's been a great journey with him.
Oh, that's great. So what's the definition of success for you?
Success, I mean...
do you think you've achieved all your goals? Or it's more to come?
No, Alhamdulillah. I think I have
satisfied?
achieved. Yeah. Because I don't plan for far ahead. I make short-term goals, and I try to achieve them. And my biggest goal was to sing with A.R. Rahman.
Yeah, and that's
my biggest dream.
Yeah.
And I achieved it even before I started my career properly. So there was nothing big for me after that.
So is there any message you want to give to a youth that you should always follow your dreams? And only that's where you can be successful in life.
Yeah, firstly, for youth, I would recommend that you should complete your studies first.
Did you complete your studies?
Of course, I did.
You did.
I told you the story because I handed over the MBA degree to my father, and after then I pursued music. Yeah. So first, complete your degree. Listen to your parents because they can never wish bad for you, right? And just follow your heart, follow your passion, and there's no looking back. And you shouldn't have like 2 things aligned for you that if I don't succeed in this, I would rather go for this. So in that way, कहते 2 कश्तियों में पाँव रखो तो कभी भी नहीं होता.
So you always
I was focused always, and I used to work in a bank as well for some time. But even at that time, I knew that this is not my cup of tea. This is not what I want. So I followed my passion, and initially it was a hobby which became my passion, then my profession. So just follow your heart and work hard in it, and never wait for the reward. If you're working hard, it will come automatically.
Thank you so much for being a part of our show. It was lovely talking to you.
Likewise.
And I think everyone should follow their dreams. Only then they can be successful in life. Thank you.